Good day. Today we are going to look at the division is the reverse of multiplication. So first I want to check if you can still remember what we did in the first term regarding that your minus and addition is also the reverse of each other. So let's quickly check what we did there. So I will give you a sum and then I will ask you prove the answer is correct by using addition. Okay, so I gave you the sum of 465 minus 89 and that will give you an answer of 367. And now I ask you to prove it by using addition. So the first thing that I taught you is you're going to take your answer, the 367, you're going to write that down. Then you're going to look at, I ask you, you need to use addition, so you're going to use your plus sign, and then you're going to use your number in front of your equal sign, and that's 89, and you're going to write that down. So to make it easier for us to do the adding, you can break it down. All right, so you're going to say 300 plus 60 plus 7, and then you're also going to break up your 89, and that's going to be 80 plus 9. Then I'm going to add all my hundreds, so there's only 100, so I'm going to write down the 300. Then I'm going to add my 60 and my 80 because that is my tens, and that will give you an answer of 140. And then the ones that are remaining are the 7 and the 9, so I'm going to add that, and that gives me 16. So when I add all these numbers together, I will get an answer of 456, and then you will see that is exactly the same number that was in front. Alright, so when that happens, you are done with your answer. You don't need to write anything else. That is your answer, and you will get your full marks. Alright, so division and multiplication works exactly the same. I will give you a sum. For example, 84 divided by 3 will give you 28. Now the question will be, prove that your answer is correct by using multiplication. Alright, so the first thing that you're also going to do is you're going to start with the number at the back, the 28. That is actually your answer. You're going to write that down. Then you're going to see I ask you to use multiplication, and you're going to use your times sign. Then the second number you're going to use is the number in front of your equal sign, and that's the 3, and you're going to write it down. Now you have an easy multiplication sum. So I'm going to make it easy for myself, break it down. I'm going to say 20 plus 8 gives me 28, and I need to times that with 3. Alright, so the first thing I need to times my 20 with my 3, and that will give me an answer of 60. And then I'm going to times my 8 with my 3, and that's going to give me an answer of 24. Now I just add these two numbers together, and then my answer will be 84. And once again you will see that the number that is remaining in my sum is the answer that I got. So once again it's the same, and that is the end of your sum, and you will get all of your marks. But what happens if my answer is not correct? For example, I tell you 2569 divided by 236 equals 30. So let's say you do the sum, but you don't get, at the end, you don't get the answer 2596. So what do? So let's quickly check. Okay, so again, my question to you will be, prove the answer is correct by using multiplication. So the first step we know is you're going to take your answer, the 13, you're going to write that down. You're going to check what did I say that you need to use to prove that your answer is correct. Once again is multiplication. You're going to write down your times sign. Then you're going to use your second number, the one in front of your equal sign, and that's 236. Write that down. Now again, you have a normal times sum. Alright, in the previous lesson I showed you how to multiply when you have a 2-digit number and a 3-digit number. So let's quickly do revision about that. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to break it up. So it's 10 plus 3 gives you 13 times, and then it's 200 plus 30 plus 6. Now I need to remember that I need to multiply my 10 with all three numbers and my 3 also with all three numbers. So 10 times 200 will give me an answer of 2000. 10 times 30 will give me 300, and 10 times 6 is 60. All right. Then I'm going to say 3 times 200 will give me 600. 3 times 30 is 90, and 3 times 6 is 18. So when I count this together, I will see that my answer is 3068. Now that is not the same as my 2596. That does not mean that you made a mistake. It will happen sometimes, but then you are not done with your answer. Then you need to write down, the answer is not correct. 2596, and I got that number in the sum there in front, needs to be replaced with 3068. That is the answer that I got here at the bottom. If you don't write that in brackets or just as a normal sentence, you won't get your full marks. So please remember, if your answer is not correct or you don't get the same number, it doesn't mean you made a fault. It just means that we try to see if you can see that the answer is not correct, and you need to make it correct then for us. All right. Then the last one. When we give you 66 divided by 5 equals 13 and there's a remainder of 1, what do you do? Guys, so let's quickly check. Once again, my question will be, prove the answer is correct by using multiplication. So once again, I'm going to start with my answer, 13 remainder 1, but leave out the remainder 1 for now. You're only going to focus on the 13. So you write down the 13. I said use multiplication, so you're going to use your times sign again. My second number is going to be the 5 that I need to use. So I'm going to say 13 times 5. Once again, to make it easier, I'm going to break it up. So it's 10 plus 3 gives me 13 times my 5. Right, so now I need to say 10 times 5 gives me 50, and 3 times 5 is 15. So when I add these two numbers together, 50 plus 15, I will get an answer of 65. But I still have my remainder left. So you're going to take your remainder down and you're going to add it to my 65, and then my answer will be 66. So is that the same? Yes, it is the same. So now I know my answer is complete and I'm done with the question. All right. So please use this video to do your worksheet number 8. All right. The work is, I asked it more or less the same, but you will see there's a section where I say something divided with a number equals, and then I will give you the answer. So you will do exactly the same. You're going to take the number at the back and multiply it with the number in front, and then you get your answer in the front. All right, I really hope this helps. I miss you guys, and I hope to see you soon.